We're going to be within the setup for some severe weather by this afternoon as a strong system is deepening off the Rockies this morning. We're waiting for some of those ingredients to come into place after about 2 o'clock through the evening hours. So far this morning, you'll notice the camera is shaking. There are some stronger south winds already working some more moisture into the area, and boy, do we need it. The area has been very dry as of late, and we've got some warm weather in place here in southeast Nebraska. Middle and upper 50s at the moment, 58 here in Lincoln up toward Omaha with some 30s and 40s through central and western Nebraska. But look at the dew point temperatures. They're still in and around the middle and upper 20s out west, now to the middle 30s to around 40 degrees. But we need a whole lot more moisture to see some thunderstorm development by this afternoon. And the southern winds are starting to help bring in some of that moisture so far today, with winds now sustained up to 22 miles per hour here in Lincoln. You will notice that initially out the door today, but throughout the day today and even into the day tomorrow, this will be a rather high wind event as the strong system swings through. Eventually the backside brings us some strong northwest winds into Saturday. For now, mostly clear skies here in eastern Nebraska. A little sign of some initial precipitation out in northwest Nebraska, maybe a few sprinkles up that way. But this is the setup for later on this afternoon. A risk for severe weather that has now increased to an enhanced risk from Lincoln toward Omaha and far eastern Nebraska, meaning that numerous severe thunderstorms will be possible during this setup for severe weather as we progress through the day today. And we saw this upgrade to an enhanced risk because there is a little bit more confidence in the possibility of a brief tornado from here to Omaha, with that 5% risk now within 25 miles of a point. But the damaging winds will really be the primary threat as a band of thunderstorms that I'll show you here in a second starts to organize this afternoon and evening. Wind gusts could be on the order of 75 miles per hour, if not higher, as this band of thunderstorms organize and then races off to the east tonight to be a night event and potentially an outbreak for those through Iowa, Illinois, and Missouri going into the overnight hours, but can't rule out some hail as well. So let's break this down. We're going to need the atmosphere to destabilize, get some sunshine through the day, and then again some more moisture into the area. So I think eventually we'll see some initial signs of thunderstorms firing up just to our east by about 2 o'clock toward Nebraska City, southwestern portions of Iowa, northwestern portions of Missouri. That becomes kind of a mess, heads off toward Omaha, but I think it's this band to the south that starts to come out of Kansas and will start to organize beyond 4 o'clock and move to the north and northeast that will bring us the threat for some damaging winds from here and then racing off to the east as we go into this evening. But the severe threat should be diminishing for us as we go towards 7 o'clock, but just starting as the front line kind of pushes further east. As this weekend, still some rain possible tonight. Eventually, cold air will transition this over to some snow in the northeast Nebraska into Saturday morning. But talking about the magnitude of these winds throughout this strong system, they'll be out of the south first today and could be initially gusting up to 40 and 45 miles per hour this afternoon. 60-mile-per-hour winds out in western Nebraska will eventually spread further east into Saturday and turn to be more widespread wind gusts around 40 to maybe even 50 to 55 miles per hour Saturday morning and into the afternoon hours, still persisting before coming down by Sunday night. So we've got high wind warnings in place starting this morning and afternoon through about Saturday afternoon for much of the state. A wind advisory in effect for a few counties in extreme southeast Nebraska this afternoon and evening. Here's what we're looking at for potential precipitation. These storms will be rather quick moving, so I don't think that we're going to see a whole lot unless you get stuck under some of those showers that may be persisting a little bit longer into tonight. And then there will be a rather light snow potential through northern Nebraska into Saturday morning. Now, talk about the rest of this weekend. Again, those strong northwest winds pulling in some colder air for Saturday, and then we will warm up on Sunday, and especially in time for St. Patrick's Day on Monday, giving us a break before another system mid of next week.